Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's going on? So, in this audio/video, I wanted to talk about some signs that you can look out for to know if a woman is not interested in you. All right? Because a lot of times, guys, you talk to girls, you try to holler at girls, and you might be just wasting your time because this chick is not really feeling you, but you don't really notice. You understand? So, I wanted to do, 5 signs. And these are things that, most guys don't even realize or don't think of. You understand? And, I really wanted to bring this to the light so that when you see it happening, you will understand that, you don't really need to waste too much time on this chick. And also, this is why I have my audio program, 15 Signs She's Interested in You. And you can get that at badboymembership.com. When you become a member, you can listen to that 45-minute audio because there's a lot of signs that a girl is interested in you. And if you don't know it, you might be missing out on a chick who's interested in you. You might pass her up, or you might think she's not interested when she is, and all this other stuff. But in this audio, I want to talk about 5 signs that she is actually not interested in you. Right now, this is in no order of importance, so I'm gonna just go 1 through 5 or whatever. Right. So the first thing is, if a chick is not interested in you, she ends the conversation first. Right? She ends the conversation first. And usually this, it's one thing where, like, let's say if you go and approach a girl and you try to talk to her, you try to say, hey, how you doing, whatever, and she ignores you, or she keeps walking away, whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you actually go up to a girl, in the street, or you're at a party, you're at an event, you're at a club, whatever it is, and you go up to her and you start talking to her, and you're having a conversation a little bit like, hey, how you doing? What's your name? Blah, blah, blah. Cool. What's going on with you today and everything. And then at some point, and this is usually, it happens usually really soon, she'll say something like, well, it was really nice to meet you. Take care. You understand? Like, she says that like right in the middle of the conversation, and she's trying to basically like get away. You understand? So she ends the conversation first, right? Now, what happens is a lot of guys who, they'll still try to get that chick. Do you understand? Like, so what happens is the girl will be like, oh yeah, it's nice to meet you. I gotta go, whatever. And then let's say you're in the street and she walks away, and you'll go run after her and be like, yo, hold on, wait a second. Let me get your number. Let's do something. And then, it's like, she's like, no, I don't, and she'll do all of that. And then if she does give you the number, usually she's just giving it to you so you can get away from her. You understand what I'm saying? And usually those end up being flakes. So either you try to call her and she doesn't pick up, or if she does pick up, and if she actually agrees to like come out and see you, she's probably going to end up flaking because she wasn't really that interested in you in the first place. So when a chick ends the conversation, you understand, you just got to let it go, man. Because the thing is, a chick, if she's really into you, if she's feeling you, she's going to stay there and wait. And she's not going to leave until you make that move to tell her, hey, give me your number, or here's my number, or whatever. She's not going to leave the conversation because she's waiting for you to do that. Now, if she's not into you, she's going to cut the conversation short. You feel me? So you got to understand that. Now, number 2, if a chick is not into you, she tries to hook you up with her friends. So you ever be in a situation where you're talking to a girl or whatever, and you might be flirting with her, you're trying to holler at her, and she'll probably say something like, oh, I have this, my friend such and such, Stacy or Jennifer, you guys would be perfect together. Like, she's, you're totally her type. She would love you and all that other stuff, right? Now, this girl is saying this because she's not interested in you. If she was interested in you, she would try to keep you for herself. She would not be trying to, pass you along to her friends. Do you understand? So if you ever are talking to a girl and, she's saying all that other stuff, trying to hook you up with her friends or anything like that, or you're in a situation where it's you and her friend, and you're trying to get with her and she's trying to hook you up with the friend or whatever, that means that she is not interested in you because she is trying to hook you up with her friends. You feel me? Now, number 3 is a chick. A chick is not really into you if she doesn't share intimate details with you. Okay? Meaning, let's say if you are, because you could actually be on a date with a girl or dating a chick or whatever, or seeing a girl here and there, or trying to get with her or whatever, and you guys are hanging out, you're having conversations with each other, and if you notice that she's not really, she's not really divulging personal information. She's not really letting you like in on her life. Do you understand? This is a sign that she's really not that into you, because if she's into you and she's comfortable with you and she likes you, she wants to, exchange those type of, that type of information. She wants to, create that connection with you. So she's going to tell you intimate details about her life. Now, don't get this confused with chicks who will tell you things, a lot of personal crazy stuff just because they actually want sympathy. Because you have girls who will divulge a whole bunch of crazy shit that's happened with them just because that's how they are. They like to play the sympathy, they want the sympathy card from people all the time. So they'll, even upon first meeting, they'll be talking to you and they'll be like, oh, my life is just so crazy because, my ex-boyfriend, he tried to kill me last time. And then, this other guy I was with, he was doing this, and, I'm having trouble at work, and, oh, my best friend, she's acting like a bitch right now. Like, they just like to complain. You understand? And you got to notice that there are certain girls who would do that. And usually the type of girls who would do that, it's the type of women who will constantly complain in a series of complaints. You understand? Like, that's just what they do. They're just complaining, talking about a whole bunch of personal shit, and it's just rambling on with that. Now, I'm not talking about those type of girls. I'm talking about a girl that you're dealing with, you're talking to, you're hanging out, she's cool or whatever, and then you guys get into a conversation, and then all of a sudden, she gets a little personal. She's like, yeah, when I was younger, this happened, or, last year with my ex-boyfriend, this happened, something like that's even, might even sound kind of embarrassing or might not make her look that great, but she's divulging this information because she is into you. That's why she's doing it. But if you're chilling with a chick and you notice that she never says anything personal to you, especially when you are telling her personal shit, then that is the type of chick who's not into you. So if a chick is not into you, she will not share her intimate details with you. If she's not sharing any type of details at a certain point, that's a chick who's not really into you, right? Now, number 4 is to tell if a chick is not really into you, is she doesn't allow you to touch her, right? So if you're chilling with a girl, you're talking to a girl, you're flirting with her, and you're like, yo, you're getting all touchy-feely, and let's say you try to touch her hand, she moves her hand away, you try to put your arm around her waist, and she kind of moves away from you, then that's a girl who's she's not really into you. You understand? Now, there are times where chicks will do that, where they'll move away and all the other stuff because they don't like public displays of affection. You understand? Some girls will be like that. You understand? So they're kind of embarrassed to do that, or they're not comfortable, making that happen. And usually, girls who are into you, who will also not make you who will not allow you to touch them, you can tell they're still into you by the way you're talking to them and how attentive they are to what you're saying, and if you guys are still sort of flirting, right? But if you're talking to a girl and you're trying to touch her, in most cases, and, because you're just doing light touching, you're just touching her hand, you kind of just pulling her in closer to you. If she doesn't allow you to do that, in most cases, it's because she's really not that into you. You understand? Because a lot of times, if a chick, even if she on a regular basis, or, feels like she's not comfortable with guys touching her, she'll even say this. I've had girls express this to me before I even touch them, where they'll say, oh, I'm not I'm not like into guys being all touchy feely and, blah, blah, blah. And it's, it's personal space and it's too soon to be getting all touchy feely. And then I'm having conversations with these girls. I'm at a party with them, and a couple hours later, I'm touching them and they're letting me touch them. You understand? Because they were into me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So usually girls will let you touch them if they are into you. If they are not into you, they will back away from the touching, right? Now, number 5, the last thing is when you actually try to set up a date with a girl, right? And she says, hey, I can't make it. So she's kind of cutting the date off. But this is how you can tell she's not into you. You got to, pay attention to this. And I've talked about this before, is that if a chick flakes out on you, or she says, hey, I'm busy, or oh, I'm sorry, I can't make it today. Check if she offers another time to meet up. Now, if a chick offers another time to meet up, that means she's into you. If a chick doesn't offer another time to meet up, That's most likely means she is not into you. So when a chick doesn't offer another time to meet up, that means that she is most likely not into you. So for example, you're supposed to meet up with a chick at Friday, right? And then what happens is that she calls you on Friday morning and says, "Hey, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to make it." And then that's all she said, right? That chick is most likely not into you. That chick's probably using you for attention. That chick is, being flaky. She, found some other dude she wanted to mess with, or the guy she really liked called her and wanted to meet her up. So now she's not meeting up with you, right? Now that chick is not into you. Now a chick who's into you will offer another day. So let's say if you're supposed to meet up on Friday and she calls you Friday morning, she says, "Hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm so sorry. I can't meet with you today because something came up. Are you available Saturday or Sunday?" You understand? She's offering another day, an alternative day. That means that the chick is into you. If the chick is not offering another day, that means she's not that into you. Because the thing is that if the chick is into you, she really wants to see you, and she's actually really upset, or she's really disappointed that she can't see you that day. And it's probably usually a legitimate reason as to why she can't see you. Do you understand? Because something probably actually came up. Because the thing is, if she's into you, she wants to see you. This is why she's offering an alternative day. Do you understand? But if she doesn't offer any other day, that means she's usually not into you. That means she's just playing games. You're just some dude who she agreed to go out with, but she was kind of like, well, I'll see him if nothing else is going on, and maybe something else came up that she wanted to do that she thought was going to be more fun than hanging out with you, so she just cancels, and she's not really that into seeing you. She's not really that into you, which is why she does not offer a different day. Do you understand? And these are, signs. This is the signs that you got to look out for when you are dealing with women. This is, again, why you guys need to go to badboymembership.com and get 15 signs she's into you. You understand? You got to get that audio program, because it's going to tell you all the signs you need to look out for if a chick is really into you, because these are the things that's going to help you and propel you to get more women and to get more things happening. Because I've seen so many different times when I'll be with, I'm chilling with my friends, and I'm telling the dude, I'm like, "Yo, dude, did you not realize that this chick was feeling you? Why didn't you get her number?" And he's like, "Oh, I didn't know, and I was scared." And you understand what I'm saying? So you're missing out on all this vagina. You are leaving all this pussy on the table. And that's because you don't know the signs. So make sure you go to badboymembership.com and make sure you get that audio program. Go to badboymembership.com right now. Click the link below to get your copy of that, and you can hear that. Plus you can hear other audio. So make sure you go and get that. All right. So that is it, guys. I'm out of here. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.